Welcome to Science and Technology Briefing. The content of the briefing includes China gearing up to take on pharmaceutical giants, drive biotech boom, innovator. Stock market today, Asian shares are mixed, with markets in Japan and US closed for holidays. Binance Zhao shouldn't be allowed to travel to UAE, US says. How Silicon Valley reunited Sam Altman and OpenAI. Colt makes $1.74 billion offer for Vista Outdoor, gate-crashing rival deal. China gearing up to take on pharmaceutical giants, drive biotech boom, innovator. South China Morning Post. Stock market today, Asian shares are mixed, with markets in Japan and US closed for holidays. Associated Press. Asian shares were mixed on Thursday, with Hong Kong's Hang Seng gaining 0.5% to 17,818.25 and the Shanghai Composite Index rising 0.6% to 3,061.86. Markets in Japan and the US were closed for holidays. The Hang Seng and other markets in Greater China have recently been affected by Chinese regulators' moves to support the ailing property market. Binance Zhao shouldn't be allowed to travel to UAE, US says. Bloomberg. US prosecutors are seeking to reverse a court decision allowing Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao to travel to the United Arab Emirates after pleading guilty in a felony criminal case. A US magistrate judge had granted Zhao's request to return to the UAE before his sentencing in February. Prosecutors argue that there is a substantial risk Zhao will not return to the US due to his significant assets and strong ties to the UAE, as well as the lack of an extradition treaty between the UAE and the US. Zhao and Binance pleaded guilty to anti-money laundering and sanctions violations earlier this week. How Silicon Valley reunited Sam Altman and OpenAI. Financial Times. Sam Altman has been reinstated as CEO of OpenAI following a staff revolt. Altman had been sacked 4 days earlier, but his return was secured after hundreds of employees signed a letter calling for the board to resign and reinstate the 38-year-old. Although Altman's sacking had initially been attributed to a lack of honesty, sources close to the discussions have said that it was due to obfuscation and a loss of trust. Altman will be joined at OpenAI by Greg Brockman, another co-founder who had resigned. OpenAI's board will be restructured, with Salesforce's Brett Taylor becoming its chairman. Altman's return was celebrated by figures including Salesforce founder Mark Benioff, who had previously attempted to poach OpenAI employees. Colt makes $1.74 billion offer for Vista Outdoor, gate-crashing rival deal. Wall Street Journal. Firearms manufacturer Colt CZ Group has made an unsolicited offer to acquire US-based Vista Outdoor, a sporting and outdoor goods company. Colt has proposed a cash-and-stock merger that would value Vista's shares at $30 each. Vista's board of directors has not yet made a decision on the offer. This comes after Vista announced a merger with Czechoslovak Group, CSG, in October. Before CEO firing, OpenAI researchers warned of dangerous AI breakthrough. South China Morning Post. Researchers at OpenAI sent a letter to the company's board of directors warning of a powerful AI discovery that could pose a threat to humanity, according to sources. The letter and the AI algorithm were key developments that led to the board's dismissal of CEO Sam Altman, the sources said. The researchers claimed that the algorithm, known as Q*, had made progress in OpenAI's search for artificial general intelligence, AGI, which is defined as AI systems that are smarter than humans. The algorithm is said to be capable of solving certain mathematical problems. A different kind of education? Hong Kong's plans for a third medical school. South China Morning Post. The Hong Kong University of Science and Technology, HKUST, is working on a proposal to establish a third medical school in Hong Kong. The proposed medical school would have a stronger emphasis on research and development and would aim to produce doctors with research skills to support the biomedical industry. While some experts believe that a third medical school could contribute to the development of Hong Kong as an international biomedical hub, others have expressed concerns about whether it would be able to fulfill the basic responsibility of producing doctors. The proposed medical school would initially start with 50 students and work towards an annual intake of 200. CUST is also exploring the possibility of partnering with an overseas university for the medical school. A third medical school in Hong Kong could help produce more doctors and support the biomedical research sector. However, there are concerns about the shortage of teaching manpower and resources needed to establish a new medical school. Some experts argue that existing medical schools in Hong Kong should be expanded to increase capacity rather than creating a new school. Additionally, there are concerns that a focus on research could result in a shortage of doctors available to provide healthcare services. It is suggested that a stepwise approach should be taken, first establishing a quality medical curriculum before moving on to biomedical research. The establishment of a third medical school in Hong Kong would contribute to the city's goal of becoming an international innovation and biomedical hub. However, there are challenges to consider, including the need for teaching manpower, resources, and a balance between technology and traditional teaching approaches. The government is currently reviewing the proposal and will consider it in more detail when submitted by CUST. OpenAI rivals move to exploit leadership turmoil. Wall Street Journal. Rivals of AI firm OpenAI, which recently experienced a leadership standoff, are targeting the company's customers with incentives to switch platforms. Google is matching OpenAI's pricing, offering cloud credits and assisting customers with the transition to its AI software. Amazon, meanwhile, is hoping to establish itself in a market controlled by OpenAI and Microsoft. OpenAI said that despite the turmoil, customers had chosen to stick with its platform. However, some customers said they were confident in OpenAI but prepared to switch to a competitor if it offered a more compelling option. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.